warm-up done, warm-up sets done. About to get my third working set, and then do some stuff. Got these boxes here. I'm going to show a belt squat, and it's going to be better than the machine for one reason: gravity. I've used those machines; they're pretty cool, but it's DIY stuff. Even though it's like, oh, it's just cheap, it's lumber, it's, you know, the belt. You should buy expensive gym equipment all the time, right? That doesn't always make it better. Machines aren't always better. So the idea of the belt squat is to have, you know, basically gravity working, putting all that weight into your hips, so you can do a lot more work with your legs after your back gets tired. Well, the thing with the pulleys coming out of the floor on the belt squat, it's like it's always hard to get your feet in exactly the right place. But when gravity's doing it for you, you don't have to worry about it. So we're going to do this. It's also going to be body weight week. So after we do our last heavy working set, we're going to strip it down to body weight and then just do as many reps as we can, because that's fun. It's also good for you. Mix things up a little bit. So 325 for 5, and then strip it down roughly body weight. Same thing on the bench, same thing on deadlift as the week goes on. So what we're going to do, it'll be fun, it'll be great, you'll like it. Like I said, it's good for you. I mean, unless you can't do your body weight yet, then that's, I don't know what to tell you. Keep working, it'll get there. And then one day you'll look at it and think, how did I ever not do it, you know? Well, come on, let's be real. We can all remember when we couldn't even do the bar. So, don't act like we've all been pros our whole lives or something. I'm still not a pro. I just make videos. Alright, so one last set right here, right now. Then we tear it down to the 175. Then we'll go on to the box and some calves and some Romanian stuff, and just really getting ourselves right. In fact, you know, save time, right? We could do the belt squat and we could do Romanian deadlifts, like in a superset. I think that might be a smart thing to do. So we're going to do it. All right. I'm kind of glad that's over with. Everything kind of feels heavy today. So basically, nothing's really back to normal yet. My daughter's home from the hospital. before. So that's good. So in the meantime, we just gotta work and do all the things while just adding to that, taking care of her. Well, like I said, it's all good because we're gonna figure it out. It's gonna work. Got tons of people praying about it. So there's no reason it won't be all right. Yeah, this is taking a few minutes, but that's okay because when you do something heavy, gotta catch your breath, man. I really can't wait to try out my belt squat. I don't know if I made the boxes high enough or not, to be honest, but I also wanted to use them for, pulling whatever you want to call it, but like ripping deadlifts off of that. It's almost like an axle height with like the wagon wheels. So, multifunction, multi-purpose, doesn't always, it's like that whole one size fits all thing. It doesn't always work out exactly the way people think it would. You would expect one size fits all to fit everybody, and we all know that's not true. But if it'll do a couple of those things, I'll be happy with it. If it not, well, it's fine. I'll just build taller ones. But if you work on cars, you know that they build stuff like this to set cars on. So if nothing else, I know it can take the abuse. I'm not even worried about that. All right, so not really my body weight, but it's close. I don't quite weigh this much, but it's just easier, okay? So I'm trying to figure it out exactly. I'd rather add a few more pounds than a few less pounds. So here we go. How many can we do? 10, 15, 20, I don't know, let's just see. This is it, Just go until you can't go. No mo. That's the one thing I couldn't ever figure out is why I can squat so much once, but can't do a ton of reps. Which clearly, I don't bench anywhere near what I squat. I mean, if I could, that'd be weird. But I'll probably get at least 15, if not 20, of 175 on a bench. It's so weird. But leave it in the comments below if you're a medical expert and understand how that works, because I don't. But hey, it's fun to do that. It just sort of breaks you out of that rut of doing 5 all the time. If you're in a rut from doing 5 all the time. Oh man, I'm glad I got this notebook too, because I can never remember simple things like, how much weight do I use on Romanian deadlifts? Okay. Ha ha ha, I shouldn't have put all those weights away. Because that's the number I needed, 175. So we're going to do box, belt, whatever you want to call it, squat. And then we're going to do the RDL superset because we just are. I think it's good for you. I think if you don't have a lot of time, you got to figure out how to make things work. And so at some point you have to just say, I don't care when all the big name pros and stuff are telling you to do it differently, because they're not all like that, but some of them forget that you have a job. You can't train for 4 hours a day. It just doesn't compute. So it does compute. Is doing what you can do. Focus on what you can do, not what you can't do. Focus on what you have, what you don't have. Focus on the positive, not the negative. Figure out how to make progress in spite of things. You know, it's not about excuses to make you quit. It's about identifying those obstacles for you to overcome. Quitting is easy, everybody does it. Overcoming is what's hard, because a lot of people rather quit. I think this will be fun. Just about got my breath back, my heart rate back. It's time to start working. Now, since I've never done this way, and by the way, you can get something like this, even like Walmart and sporting goods stores that have a little bit of a weightlifting section, they'll probably have one of these. So you don't have to go hunting too hard to find something like this. And, you know, there's a few different ways you can hook it up. I'm just going to do it this way. But if you needed more weight or want to do it some other way, you could get like some kind of ratchet strap or a strap with hooks and then like loop the chain around you and then use the big loops for the weights. I mean, I don't know, there's so many ways to do this. I'm just saying, this is how I'm doing it. And then we'll find out if I made the boxes 25-pound plates because they're shorter. Get it right to your hips. Look, gravity is going to put the weight where it needs to be. So you don't have to worry about moving your feet around and need some sort of cable. All right, could be a little better. Another thing I could do, because it's like, I'm not quite parallel, but I could also put the chain through the hole in the weight instead of the handle. That would give me another, might be the 3 inches or so I'm missing. Definitely felt it in a good place, definitely felt it differently. Definitely hit differently than goblet squats, split squat, lunge, stuff that I'll do. Hit different than the front squat. I don't know if we've done Zercher squats yet. Anyway, it all hits different. You're trying to blow your legs up, so in that regard, good. Very good. Oh man, that's killer today, man. It's just hitting hard today. So yeah, let's switch this up. Because until I get deeper, well, I can kind of tell I need a little more weight, but until I really get it all the way to a depth, I don't know for sure. I can pretty much tell you it's not enough weight. Through the hole it goes. Yeah, it's finally cooling off, so that's good. But yeah, we're gonna go from being like a sauna in here to needing a heater in like 3 days. It's just kind of what it does around here sometimes. But that's what's cool about this gym, man. It's like, you just don't know what's gonna expect. We experience the weather in here to a point, just not the rain, which is good, because there'd be a lot of stuff ruined if that was the case. Alright, everything is still like hurting, but I also know don't have as much time. So we'll work on recovery later. Get this thing going. Yeah, much better. I think it's gonna be better. We'll see. We're about to find out. Oh yeah, that's it. something like that, it just hits you in a totally different way because, again, I guess it's gravity, so it's pulling you in the perfect vertical motion. Where if you're using a bar or some dumbbells or cables, anything, you know, you're going to be teeter-tottering, I guess you could say, or especially cables. You can kind of leverage yourself against the cable and not get the full effect of what you're really trying to do. But they're great for things too. We're not denying that. I'm just pointing out gravity will pull you in the right direction when you're trying to get resistance like that. That's why I like squatting in the Smith machine. You can like wedge into it a little bit as opposed to getting the pure vertical movement you're trying to get. Probably didn't help that I do that body weight set, because that burned me up good. Well, we're getting toward the end here, because sort of tell with the daylight what's going on. Like, oh, it's almost time to go. Just another few minutes. But we're not going to cheat our calves. They're going to get their work. And that's going to be that. See, that's another benefit to having a box. Again, it's kind of low for doing that. Bar on the shoulder, dumbbells, anything. But we can always build more. There's plenty where that came from. I made another video about making it, just to give you a visual of what one looked like assembled, and then what one looked like unassembled. Really just rob some construction sites of their scrap lumber and we could go to for free. It's like 2 2x4s, scrap plywood, and you got a box. 4 4x4s, some plywood, and you got 2 boxes. Or one box that's really tall. I don't know, whatever you want to do with it. Hey, look, if you build a box, then it's your box, right? Do whatever you want to do with it. Build a box and put stuff in it. Don't even use it for weightlifting. I don't care, it's your box. Do what you want to do with your box. Let's do it. Let's do it. Last thing in this little round anyway. harsh sometimes. Alright, we can up the ante on this a little bit too, since we're gonna kind of do it by itself today. Let's go ahead and put a little on there. 70 pounds. Yeah, I don't even know what's good for seated calf raise. I'm not even sure why we have this thing in here, but I think we got a good deal on it or something. Takes up a lot of room for something that only has one basic function, although with some welding, we could add like a handle here, create like a rowing thing maybe, I don't know. Or we could just leave it as it is. Right here in the little corner where nobody can see me, doing my calves with 90 pounds instead of 70. It's got a little gravity handle, that's nice. Now it's the process, right, of tearing things down. So we did 12 calf raises. That works, yeah. Wait, see? Might as well be smart and put these over here for Wednesday. Not the person, the day of the week. Because Wednesday is bench day. Not your crazy ex-girlfriend or something. Yeah, we're pretty much running out of time here, so we'll do a couple more, set or two more on the calves, but that's good. Calf machine plus 90, because I don't know what that thing weighs. I just sort of ballparked it and say I added 90, right? All right, so we're gonna do a couple more sets, call it a day. Have a good day if you want to.